Okay, I'm going to show you an app called Show Me and how you might find it easier to make some videos. So you can see the app over here, Show Me. I'll open it up. I think this is a really great app to be able to write over existing stuff or even to just do your own lessons. There are some limitations which I'll talk about in a second, but I'm going to show you how to get around those limitations. Before you go too deep into this video though, you'll need an iOS operating system on your iPad to be at least 11.0 or bigger, because the way around it is we're going to do a screen recording. iOS is lower than version 11.0, don't have the screen recording thing. So if you don't have that operating system on your iPad, it's not new enough or it's not updated, then you might not get around it. Now, Show Me you can still learn about, but the limitations are you'll only be able to create 5 videos. But I'll show you how to get around that. So when you load up the Show Me app, you've got this, and you can see you've got Create up in the top. I have a couple of videos already created, or the Create New Show Me. I'm going to push the green Create New Show Me, and you've got essentially a blank whiteboard, which is excellent. So I can start an equation or a question. So for example, negative 2x squared plus y equals 9. And in a second, I'm going to solve that for the kids. I haven't recorded anything right now. I'm just going to set up my question that I'm going to do with the kids. So you can get that one ready if you want to go to the next one and set up another equation, y equals 4x plus 5, because I'm going to do y equals mx plus b or find slopes and stuff. You're doing the setup. Push over in the top right hand, you see here, I can push over the page and insert a new page. And then have a new question ready to go. The nice thing about this though is you can push this button right here, the picture button. So I'll just clean this off so it's not on my screen. But if you push that picture button, you can put in pictures into this Show Me app. So I'm going to choose a photo that I've already taken a screen capture of. So it goes to my photos. And this is just a picture I've taken a screenshot of. It was in my Google Drive, so I just pulled it up and took a screen capture of it. So you can take this, and I've got the screen picture. I'm going to do this perimeter question. You can zoom in and out by pinching. I'm pinching the screen, of course. So I'm going to talk about number 2 there. So it's ready to go, and I push done. So now I'm ready to write on this board, on this question. When I go to push record. The other thing that's nice, so I'm going to push up there to push another page. So I've got 4 pages. When you go here, instead of choosing a photo, you can choose images from there. You can get something from Dropbox, but what I find really nice is you can get something that you have saved in your Google Drive. Now here's one issue though. I'm having difficulty seeing all my files in Google Drive. Or in my drive. So for example, that one that I had before, I couldn't see in this list. So I just went to Google Drive on my iPad and took a snapshot. But if you can find stuff, for example, this equations test, I'm going to just bring it in. And you can again see it comes in very, very nice. I'm going to do this graphing question. So I'm going to just make it nice and big. So it's ready. I'll push done at the bottom. You can rotate, crop, obviously, do everything like that. But now I've got my, sort of my template done that I'm actually going to do with my kids. So I'm going to go back to the first page just by pushing the triangles in the top corner. And all you now need to do is record. So the record button you'll see is right there. I'll just get that off the screen. So I'm going to push record in a second. I'm going to choose my green pen, and then I'll be recording my lesson. So I'll push record. Hi kids, we're going to find the slope and y-intercept of this function, but in order to do that we need to put it in y equals mx plus b. So we go y equals 2x plus 9, and we know then that the slope is 2 and the y-intercept is 9. And then I can push the arrow button again and move on to the next one, answer this question. I can move off and answer this question where, I want to find the area, so it'll be 2y times 5y plus 6. Again, demo, and then move on to page 4. and draw this graph. So its slope is negative b, so it's negative 5, up 3 over 4, boom, and there's my line. So once I'm done everything here and I've done my video lesson, I can either push pause at any time, the pause button's right up here, or I can push done, and I'm going to push done over here. So you can save it as a draft and come back and fix it later, but I'm going to save and upload Show Me Video. So it'll take a second to save it, but here it is. We're going to find the slope and y-intercept of this function, but in order to do that, so you can review it, see if you like it, everything like that. If you're happy, you'll push save. So I'm just going to call this test lesson. Next. Now they put on different tags and topics, which is interesting. I think there's a library of pre-existing ones, but I'm just going to put math. I'm going to choose algebra, and I'm going to choose linear equations, and then I'm done. That's good enough. Those are the topics I've added to this particular one, and it's posting it on my Show Me account. Now, I had to register a Show Me account, but you could register with your Google account. So it just took me a second to push register with Google, and I was in. So now I've got this lesson saved, the one that I just made with you. I can access it anytime. We're going to find the slope and y-intercept of this function, but it's probably a little echoey for you because I'm recording a recording right now. Sorry if you can hear that. It could be a little echoey because I'm recording a recording right now, but nonetheless, it works kind of nicely. So that's how the Show Me app goes. But as I said, you can only create 5 of them, and then you're done. There are different options if you wanted to pay for it. For example, if you wanted to download it, save the video, you have to pay for a Show Me subscription. I'm not going to do that. Same with the Google Drive, Google Classroom. You can go right to Google Classroom, which if you want to pay for it, you can. But I'm going to show you the way that you're going to get away from paying for it. So this is where you need to make sure your iOS is 11.0 or larger. And you're either going to swipe up from the bottom, or on my iPad, I swipe down from the top to get this control panel. And you'll see the flashing red button is actually the button that records the screen. So right now I'm using a special app that is recording the screen and my voice. For you, if you don't use a different app, you just push that record button and it just records the screen, not your voice. You'll push that record button. Actually, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna get set up for this. So I've got my video all ready to play when I push record. So then I'm gonna go back and push record. I'll push record and then come back here, push play. Hi kids, we're going to find the slope and y-intercept of this function, but in order to do that, we need to put it in y equals mx plus b. So we go y equals 2x plus. So I would be recording that whole video using the existing screen recording feature that iPads have. And then when the video is done playing, I would go back and push that red dot again. I'm not going to push it right now, or it'll stop my recording. But you would go and push that red dot again, and it would save the video recording of your screen into your pictures. So if you go back here and go to photos, I have one already saved from before. This is one that was already saved. Okay, and I'd like to find the slope of this line. So I need it to be in y equals mx plus b form. But now it's in your Google Photos, so you can edit it and everything like that. And once it's in Google Folders, you can upload it to Google Drive or upload it to YouTube or however you want to do it from there. Again, that echoing is because I'm doing a recording of a recording. So that is how you can get around this feature in Show Me, with only being allowed to get 5 different things. You could just record your screen. There are other apps that do this. I know people have done Explain Everything. So here's an example of Explain Everything. The just interaction is a little different, but you still can write all over your work, answer this question. There's the record thing, so you would record a similar video. It's a similar interface, it's just I've decided to do the Show Me app. So hopefully that's helpful, and good luck with all of your recordings.